real-time game right now, so 1 hour in-game, 1 hour light real-time. So that's something that we're gonna have to fix. Let's check what they got given away this season. Oh no, so it's not this season. So this season is this dude. Let's see what's had 4,000, 3,000, and these are just all XPs as well. So it's nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy there. Yeah. So this season is mid, so we're not gonna worry about that. So that's good. Let's what this is update. So this update, they, I'm going to show you guys how the new so we currently have beta access. So we have beta access at the moment. We're gonna show you how the new client looks. They're gonna have to reload. So while that reloads, we're gonna look at the new client to see what it looks like. Let's see, they did some changes. We'll introduce naval units. Okay, so just bug fixes. So they added two new guys. So this is a system that we saw today that we were talking about over on Twitch. This is the Shadow Exchange. The mysterious faction operates in the shadows, offering you deals that can turn in the tide of war. Not all power is earned on the battlefield, and some is bought quietly, discreetly, and far from peering eyes. So they got a new black market, which is pretty dope. I know we had asked for something like this in previous releases, but we finally got the black market. So let's take a look at what the black market really does. So you'll receive 3 orders per day or three requests per day, which is not bad. Uh, so the risk versus reward, we already kind of like worked out that part. Okay, so -3 across all cities. So we lose 3 moral points if we get caught trading in the black market. So right now, or morale, I'm gonna check on that to see what that looks like. Let's see. Okay, it's nothing too crazy. That's cool. What else do we got? That's not for us. So some big bug fixes there. So they released a new mode, which is going to be the Rising Tide 60/40 or 20/60. 4 times is here. So that's what we have the event key for. We haven't really used the event key. So we're going to see. Uh, what is this? So good news from the feedback. We do not follow up with our actions since we started the overhaul. Live. This is fine. So the last one was just yesterday. It was just talking about the bug fixes and improvements. So this is the new client that they have out right now. It does look a bit better. It moves. I don't like per se how it moves. I think it's silk, yes. But really, I like the other one where you could hear the gears and everything turn. And let's check what they. I do like this version better, to be honest. It just does not have certain things. That's just my thing, to be honest. But we're gonna use this version just to see what has changed and what has not changed, because we haven't really used this version since it has really been updated. Let's take a look at the events since we're gone. We conquered land, but I don't know where. Oh, okay, okay. So as I said earlier, I thought someone was here, and I was right. So down in this section here, we got a one guy. He doesn't really stand a chance, to be honest. It's at 18 right now, 18 HP, he's full health, but we'll walk through him pretty easily, not too worried there.
Reporting for duty.
And our stack is just moving in slowly right now. So then again, this is the beta version, so this is early access. You can also access this version if you play on PC. If you don't play on PC, I doubt it's going to be available on the phone, but you can always look. All right, let's go back to Discord, see what we got going on in Discord right now. Let's look at the news. Wrong news. We're at This is our newsroom. It's basically the same things that we had went over earlier. Let's look at the main. I need to do a video on this as well. So we're going to do a video on the review update itself, and we'll see what's going on. Look at some screenshots as well. See what's going on in here. Now, when they don't have like, oh, this person got banned. Oh, that's crazy. So, World War III is our game, which is down here. Oh no, so far, I'm just looking around to see what. what they're talking about, but how does AA soldier boost air before they don't have anti-air? That's a good question. I have no idea. I never really built bunkers to be honest, because if you build bunkers, it doesn't really make sense to me to build a bunker. Because I know he was talking about here that bunkers are best for building for protecting your citizens. But my thing is that what's the likelihood of, because if they already invade your land, right? If you're already invaded, chat, if you're already invaded, there's nothing you can do to stop your citizens from getting either hurt or captured. So building a bunker, it doesn't really do anything at the end of the day. It's just, to me, a waste of money. I could be wrong, but you can let me know your thoughts. Yeah, I don't really build bunkers there, so that's fine. We ain't gonna really look at that guy. What are you talking about up here? Is basically just asking what's the easiest way to raise morale. And I think the easiest way to raise morale right now would literally just be to build hospitals, honestly, because that's the only thing that I'm looking at that makes sense. Because doing the bunker, while it does increase the morale, it's a waste of money at the end of the day. That's what I think. Let's look at looking for a game, see what was people are talking about here. So this is a chat where if you want to play somebody, you can just request, and if people are available, they'll join. I need to build an alliance as well and set it up, but I had one before. I just did not get anything done. Yeah, I'm here, 47 online. All these people are good. I think we can. I think we should definitely build our own. Um, but my stats are horrible because this is one of my stats are horrible when it comes on to this. This dude has been number one since I started this game years ago, and he has won like majority of his games. I'm not even ranked, bro. That's just crazy. So our stats are not good in a sense, even though our death and kill ratio are like hand in hand. I don't really play that much, so on this account that is. So because I don't play that much on this account, it's very hard to keep up. But we'll keep going at it. All of the viewers on Twitch probably have my head if I don't. So we're gonna build one, but nothing too crazy right now. Unless it's intelligence clips. I haven't really seen this one before. Let me just see what this is talking about. I don't know what they're talking about here. It's just photos and they're not even loading, so it is what it is. What's going on in discussion chat? We just clicked that a few moments ago, so huh, that's wild. While we're here, let's go check our city out. I know the council just sent over a report over to us as to current affairs on the ground, so we definitely have to go check out what's going on in the country. So I'm gonna do a quick recap for persons here on fucking on TikTok. One second, the music just started. All right, cool. So we're currently in Brazil at the moment. That's gonna be our country, which is not bad. We're doing good so far right now. It's a one speed game, so what that means is like 1 hour in real life, 1 hour in game time. We're gonna do a 4 times, so it moves a bit faster for the streams, but people do like these types of videos, so we're gonna just do this one for this stream, and then following streams we'll do the other ones. So far we got our jet and bomber heading over to Africa, and this is why I don't like this new beta version they got. The movement is so trash. It's not trash, I should say. It's not smooth, and it's not a case it's freezing. It just does not read the input quickly for some reason, and you gotta like click and drag really quickly for any real input to be felt. So that is something we're gonna see if we can send some feedback on. All right, so we got our destroyers here going to work. There we go. So that's good. Not too crazy on that front. I know the city is gonna fall to insurgents soon, but at what point does it fall? Because right now is at 5% morale. So anything below 25%, insurgency takes over the city. But this is at 5. It's still the capital, so technically they're still alive or fighting, if that makes sense. But I would have thought that it would have been taken over by now. So this is the issue that we currently have right now. Is he moving? So first this unit was here, right? It was literally here for like 2, 3 days, not moving anything at all. And the moment we sent our ships to intercept on that side, it started moving. And it seems to be only a one ship because nothing else pops up on the radar for it. Plus, I don't even have a drone to even send. So This is forcing me to, I don't know, I was going to say it's going to force me to at least take this city as well, like redirect him, but I don't think it's worth it. I could take this city right here, just send a guy, send the infantry unit to just conquer here, and then once they're conquered, we'll just move it from there. So that should be, or that is at least the plan, you know. But that can change. Even the troops right here, I could move him. I could move this unit, but I need to send this unit back home. I need to replace this unit because the HP is at 4.4 out of 15, which that basically means it's not gonna withstand anything. Like no fight. It is done. So we're gonna have to replace him, and then the city's at 23. So we'll stay in the city until it reaches at least 30 before we move, because it's gonna fall to insurgency if we don't. But what we can do in the meanwhile is to actually, I'm thinking, my mind just went blank, is to replace that guy. But we don't have enough manpower within the cities to even do so. So that is something that, well, we have enough manpower. We don't have enough resources in our country right now to do that. So that is something that me and the city council has been speaking about to see how quickly we can increase our capacity. Because we do have active wars going on. It's just much harder to maintain those wars at the moment. That's the only thing that's kind of like holding us right now. Well, let's take a look. Because we have, as I mentioned, we have like three fronts that we're fighting on right now. We're currently in Africa. I'm going to take that off the screen. We're currently in Africa at the moment, in this side. But we also have an active war going on in the US. So that is where most of my attention is right now. I may switch back to the older client because this view is still kind of glitchy. But ooh, we're back in the US. Okay, cool. I made a decision. I was trying to get what do you call it? Raw minerals. I was trying to get some because right now I produce 1700 per day. So I started one in Montreal, I like to believe, but it's not going too good at the moment. So that's something that we'll need to look at. We make $23,000 per day, so that is good. We have enough money to do what we want. All right, guys, I'm gonna switch to the other client because this is moving too sticky. Let's switch back. So while that loads, let's check back the chats to see if anybody has said anything. Oh, listen, Gobbler. Every day somebody's advertising their alliance, which does make sense. And that's what I'm gonna do when I finally build it out. But it's quite cool to see it is still active because this one is just new. So that's not bad. Looking for solid community to grind, squad up, and dominate with. Active players at all skills. We're brand new. We're seasoned veterans. What do you say? Let us join. Let's join. Let us actually join and see what can be done. All right, we did. So, okay, so it's been some getting some security council games. All right, cool. We don't got security councils yet. We had it, but I took it off because as I mentioned earlier, I don't really play this much, so we took it off. But we're gonna put it back on probably later on. Let's see, find games. Starting at 4. Okay, that's tomorrow. Game advice. Does Cameroon have an industry? Of course, each country has. What do you say? I haven't really seen Cameroon do anything with, but this is Nigeria. Okay. I mean, it's brand new. I ain't gonna stay long, but it is brand new. So let's hop back in our city, and then we'll go back and see what we got going on. All right, cool. So Argentina is moving some troops right now. I don't know where they're going, but we'll take a look at that soon. So this is the war that we got going on in the U.S. right now. It is quite a slow one, but it's okay. I'm not really too concerned about it, really. We're gonna just keep this guy pushing because there's nothing else for him to do up here, and we already conquered right here, which is good. We just need this ship free. If we can get this ship free, we can send it to Africa because we have some cities in Africa that we need we need to hit the ports before we can attack or invade the country. I don't know why he has so much troops going here. It's kind of crazy, but and he's just attacking Quebec. He's not really attacking the troop that's there. I do feel like I should destroy the airport here because we're not really using it, and just in case the city falls, we don't want to give them an airport right away because we do have an airfield right here which we're using. So we're using an airfield outside. And just worst case scenario, this falls to insurgents. It won't at all because I'll show you if it does pop up. Oh, it's not gonna pop up again on screen. So distance HQs we lost. So our morale is going down because we're at war with like 11 countries, which is crazy. So 11 countries, which is crazy. Um, the distance away from the HQ also gives us a hit with morale and other cities in the area. So what it means by that, it takes off these as well. And because these here areas are still under the control of the US, we're not really it's not really helping. But we have to take this unit out before we can really like push heavily in. Let me know what you think. I have this unit going and he's gonna take care of Quebec up here or Canada. I'm thinking I should just redirect him to just take care of this area here. What are y'all thoughts on that? I think that would make more sense. I do think that would make more sense, actually. But he has a unit of 7 going to New Orleans. What I don't want to do is that when I send this dude here, he just starts to send and then clear. It'll be just a waste of time because it's a lot of time it would take to basically go back and forth. These two are gonna fight. Oh no. Okay. So we're gonna stop this unit mainly because it's the only unit that this is on this side. We have bombers coming in. So we have our bombers and we have our jets coming in. So we'll take them out with this or take them out here. For now, we're gonna redirect. Let's go back. It's better to survive a fight now than use your ego and lose it later because it takes time to build these guys. It takes time. Alright, we got a message. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, so ask Argentina is making more ships because we need ships to go in different areas. So we're gonna see what's going on. I need a buffer around the airport. That is a must because around the airfield, I should say. I need a buffer zone. So these two cities gotta go. These gotta go as well. So we gotta take control of them. I know there's something here. I don't know how they bypass because when we came in from from the port, which has failed to insurgency. So yay, that's great. But we came here and then we pushed straight up, and no one was there. So we're not too quite sure how we missed that at all. But he's gonna fight that dude there shortly. So let's take a look around the map, see what we got going on. The biggest competitor right now is Afghanistan. That is our competition, and I'll show you why. So this is Afghanistan right here. All here is Afghanistan. And if we look at the leaderboard, let's do it by cities. While I do have more um, cities than him, he has more VPs than me. So that means he's capturing more land, more cities than I am capturing. Which that's really the only reason why he's kind of ahead right now, and he's very active. And why that sucks for us, if for context, if we look at where he's taken, he has taken technically all the colors here, all the way up here. I think I gotta click it. I can't just rub my mouse over it. That's wild. So all this is him. There's more cities than what we have, because we're clearing these areas slowly, but it's just land. So that's why what I'm planning to do is to probably, let me just check. It's probably go to Cameroon, probably try to take the Congo, or just go South Africa. Probably go South Africa side. That's the only thing that's like making sense. Because we do have a lot of cities here. Like these are two capitals we can take. And you know he's actually active. He moved his capital because his capital is typically right here. And he moved it from the coastline, which is smart. But he doesn't have. Does he have a port? A level two port? Yeah. So he has ships. So if we're gonna go here, we're gonna have to do a. We're gonna have to travel heavy. Is he in a clan? All right, let's reach out to him. Let's try to recruit him because we do need one more person. Let's just ask if he's active. So we just ask if he's active. So we'll see if he replies. Typically, they don't reply in like a day or 2 or 3 days. Then we kind of assume that they're not active. But yeah. So if we look at the leaderboard as well, so the list we have the most members in our team, which is four right now. Um, if we look at the score, so we need to get 5,365 VP points or points overall to win. We're at 900 right now. We just need more cities. Afghanistan is pretty good. Good. You got 666, weird number, but yep, it's not too bad. Canada is on his own, so we don't really worry about Canada at all. And then these guys right here, which is France, Austria, and Spain. I think France is going to be a target as well, or a threat for us because France can only expand so far before they have to turn our way. And why I say this because this, I don't think UK is Spain and France's team. I just looked at it. My mind is so lost. Let's look again. I forgot. Hold on. So France. So Spain is there. So I'm gonna be up against literally one nation, two nations, three nations. So all these three guys literally are within the same team. And we can see is this Greece or France? So Greece is going good. So unless Greece can hold off and fight, which I don't think he can, because he has cities burning. I think he has also lost his capital. Yeah, his capital is also down. So, which, and this is Turkey. Turkey's not in a team. Let's see. If we don't, it's the same as in real life, bro. Like if it's a case where you gotta survive, you gotta build allies. So even if it's the case he doesn't join our team, we could use its airfield because we can move troops across the waters. But where I would love to build an alliance is probably uh yeah, France is gonna be a problem because France is moving up into Sweden right now in the hills. Is this nuked? What's going on here? Hold on. Okay, that's good. But Sweden is not that active, so it's a relatively easy take. We can check the news to see what damage is being done to France, if there's any. Let's look at all the news, and this is for today. So we know Spain is currently at war with the insurgents, which is they're gonna win, of course. Let's see if there's any news in France. Sweden, Canada, Serbia. So this is good news. So Afghanistan lost a helicopter, so that's pretty good. Because they're the ones that we're looking at right now. So they lost a helicopter, which is good. So we know that they're down one. Poland, let's see which city this was done in. So the capital of Poland right now, what they did, they recruited a soldier. I'll show the soldier they recruited. So it's either this. Let me go back to the news. It's so far down though, guys. Hold on. Where is it? Uh, so they recruited a basic veteran. So the basic veteran is going to be right here. So this is a basic veteran. And the basic veteran, it does give a lot. I'm not too really worried about Poland because he just got his. And mine's going to level 4. So technically, we have an advantage there. Right, we have an advantage there because ours is upgrading quickly. And this is ours. So we got war right here.
Moving to target.
And this is him right here. So this is ours. And we got 30 HP. So if we should go head to head with one, like at least two infantry units, he can take down 2 infantry units without any support, which is quite crazy. Literally OP. So we can give them special names as well. So it's right now is named as it's just a SEAL team. So we got the tank destroyers down here. We got some news. We'll check those news right away afterwards. We got tank destroyers. We got recon. The recon, let us see what's ahead of things. It's not really there to fight. I'll try to keep us alive as long as possible because it does reveal units ahead of us, which is good. And of course, this is a stack of inventory. This is the 27th Elite Infantry Division that we got. And we can see the hit markers as well of how much it's gonna hit. And this is the helicopter that Afghanistan lost. So these are gunships. These are brutal because what happens is that one hit takes off 8.3% of a life, and one unit has 16 lives. So if you stack 3 of these helicopters together, technically you can wipe out an infantry in one run, right? So that's, you know, and that's what we're basically talking about on. Thanks for the likes, guys. And that's what we're talking about on stream on Twitch. We need at least 3 or 4 of these guys together. We currently have 2 because we lost 1 as well, which is kind of on me. I should have pulled back. But we have jets going in along with another bomber, which will definitely come in hand. That is something that we'll definitely need. So these 2 are going over here, and we'll use these guys to really clear these areas because we know we have someone here within the city. Most likely we got someone here as well, but we'll see. As it gets closer, we'll be able to see what the infantry unit reveals. Once it takes this city, we should be able to see what's going on in another city. So, but let's see what the news was saying earlier that we got. Oh, okay. So it was for the infantry unit that was here. Remember, I had said earlier that it's going to be a quick walkthrough. It was literally a quick walkthrough. It didn't even register a fight, if that makes sense. I doubt we even lost any HP.
Moving to target.
We did. We lost 2 HP points, which is That's fine. I mean, can't really complain. We lost 2 infantry points there. Two points there. Alright, so let's check the news once more. Alright, so this is our fight just a while ago. That was what we were talking about. So far we've lost 1,920 troops. A lot. But we've destroyed 4,900 from Malai, which is pretty good. So the ratio there is good. I haven't really seen any news in France, which is kind of interesting to me because they're currently at war. Only thing we're seeing from France is that their citizens are protesting. My citizens protested yesterday. It is still ongoing right now. We have the National Guard issued across the area just to hold down tensions within cities. As you can see, we also released a newspaper article about it, saying, well, the citizens are basically saying that they are protesting against my ruthless care for civilian life, but our hands were forced. We had to engage in war, and we did what we had to do. One of our most successful battles on the battlefield right now, though, is Canada. We haven't lost a single troop while fighting Canada, which is good. So that is something that we'll take as a plus, and I think our citizens will be very happy for preserving the lives of our troops. We're going good on these two fronts. I mean, there's not really much else that can be done, to be honest. And we got sea mines as well, but with the sea mines, guys, it's like a strategic move. You have to put it at like ports. It doesn't make sense you put a sea mine at random places. It has to go like at a port or at a very important juncture. And I'll show you what I mean by important area. So the sea mines, what it does, it works like any sea mine in real life. If you run into it, it takes damage and it takes off 4 health per ship and 5 for a submarine. So if I was supposed to put this down, I'll put it here, right? I'll put it right here because you got to come through here to get to me, right? So in order to get to me, you have to pass that mine. And that's if I'm at war with like Spain or anybody on this side of the map. I would I would have to put it there for. One thing we have to be careful about Spain is they have an airport right here. Oh, my bad. They have an airport right here, which technically they can move a lot of troops in. Am I worried about it? Not so much because we do have bombers. And the bombers, 3 bombers stacked together can take out an airport, no problem. So virtually they're gonna be crippled. They have another one here as well that they just built. So he's built a lot of airports. I feel like they're going to be pushing. Does he have? And he has a level 3. Okay. So he has a level 3 airfield and they're building airports like crazy. He doesn't have a level 3 airport as yet though. So he doesn't have anything too heavy, which is good. So no bombers, no. He may have helicopters as well. I think we probably can check the news to see if they have helicopters. I doubt. Only way we'll know if they have helicopters as well, Chad, is unless it shows in the news articles of what they lost or what did the kill. It will tell. So, for example, here they got jets. So 16 fighter wing. So they got jets for sure. But other than that, the UK is just getting hammered. They have no chance of surviving or even staying afloat. They've already lost their capital. The capital for UK was right here. And you can tell it's a long time ago too, because of the morale is so high right now. It's at 40. Typically, when you just take an area, it's gonna stay like 25. For example, here 31. So it's just slowly building up. Right here, felt insurgents is just 33. So if we wanted to end, we could come and take here, but it's really just not worth it. It's really not gonna be worth it at all. Oh, I totally forgot about this one dude right here. While I was streaming on Twitch, we were talking about the wars that I'm in. So most of you guys don't know what's the status of our nation right now. We're in pretty bad shape in a sense of like morale. If we are ever attacked, what am I doing? If we are ever attacked, right, and we lose a city, we're gonna be in a lot of problems. And the main reason for that is we're currently at war with 11 countries. That is too much. Peru shouldn't be there in all honesty because we've conquered Peru already. It's literally just a piece of land that is left for Peru, so technically the game will still read it as an active nation that you're at war with still. It's just this piece of land right here, right? And it's driving me nuts because I have no troops up this side of the country. And that's the next thing I was saying as well. If we're so vulnerable, we're so vulnerable at these areas, and these were all occupied. So these are all occupied lands. So we've taken these lands over, then we just dip after the city stabilized. So we built an industry plant there. So we built the industry to help support our war efforts, and then we just left. So if we get attacked here, technically we're not gonna be able to stop them. And this gunship is just floating around right here. I haven't patrolled it because, as you can see, the right here is empty as well. It is such a bad dynamic. I don't know why I have it like this, but we're gonna need to correct it quickly as well before they decide to send something our way. But how we're gonna correct it, that's gonna be the multi-million dollar question. I'm trying to see if this guy can leave Chicago. This infantry team can leave Chicago. The health is at 12, which is okay. 12 out of 18, that is. The morale is 26. If I should leave, no. About 5 hours later, it's going to fall to insurgency. And then I'm going to have to send troops back up there to clear it and then hold it again. So it just makes sense. But cool trick. If you cannot afford, let me, most of you guys probably don't know what I'm going to be talking about. So let me show you. If you can't afford to get like an infantry unit to hold a city, because infantry is, as you know, it's better to have them fighting than just sitting around. You can hire mercenaries, which is quite expensive in a sense. This is relatively cheap compared to everything else to research. So you got to research them to then get them, and then you have to produce them in a city or meet them in a city. Well, for insurgencies, you don't got to, or for the mercenaries, you don't got to do so. We can also build a base, like up here. For example, we can literally build a mercenary base or outpost right here, right? We actually could. It just costs 500 supplies, but we don't got no supplies right now. The point is, if you use the insurgency, the mercenaries, you can use the mercenaries to hold the cities and move your troops. But if you can't afford that, you can use the National Guard, which they're pretty OP in their own right. They're pretty OP in their own right as well, so that is no problem. So what we're gonna do, this is like a tomorrow stream thing, so you guys won't see this, but I'll start the process. So if you guys join tomorrow, either on Twitch, it's the same username as what's on TikTok here. We'll go over the troops should be there. So the plan is to move an infantry off the coast, but I'm gonna leave these guys down here on the coastline because this is our capital. We need to at least have something to as a buffer zone before our capital. We can't afford to build anybody right now or to send anybody to army camp. It just takes 500 citizens to make one battalion and then 800 for an infantry, vice versa. You get the point. So we gotta wait on supplies. That's the thing. And the market doesn't have anything. People are looking to get supplies other than sell them. So I can't sell anything anywhere because I got nothing to sell except fuel. But nobody wants fuel. Everybody's buying supplies and raw materials, and those are the hardest thing to combine in the game. And that's why, and the only reason why I would say that I am so low on supplies, I have 268 right now, is because I upgrade the arms industries in the cities, and that's what helps produces the. Oh, I can actually do that then. Okay, cool. And that's what actually produces the stuff that you need. So this city does gears. I need to upgrade that in the industry so I can get more gears. So that's why I'm like starving. I feel like I'm doing it for the betterment of myself in a sense, or the betterment of the country for at least 2 days. So I spend the money now. In 2 days, the citizens will see the pull from it, and our troops will be happy because they got more to be happy about right now, which is relatively good. Right? So that is good. Now let's check. Sorry for the black screen. You guys should see it soon. Yep. We got 2 units going here. What I'll do, I'm just gonna sacrifice it. Where are these guys going? I think these guys are going. Oh no. So what I'm doing here is I am actually building a new stack, and a stack is just basically, grouping troops together. Um, so what I'll do, the goal is to, and I'll drop a YouTube video on the series as well soon, but I will split it. I'll take one National Guard and I'll send it to Peru. So technically that would lessen our countries that we are at war with, right? That would lessen the country that we're at war with right now, because we're currently at war with 11 countries, which is bonkers. The United States is going to take some time. Libya is going to take some time. Everybody else is going to take some time, but at least we can take out Peru. We have 55 units available to us right now, which is it's pretty good. Can't complain about that. We're not too popular as well. I think that's one of the main reasons that came up at the town hall when we met with the citizens. Um, we're not too popular. We're 14 on the popular scale right now, which is kind of crazy. I think the newspaper article as well listed us as number one in most notorious. We have a warrant out for arrest if we should ever escape or leave, I should say, Brazil, we're going to be arrested. So if we look at the stats, it says most notorious nation, and we're number one as the most notorious nation. So they're basically just saying we don't care. We're going in, we're taking out lands, we're killing people. It's just sad. Yeah. And what strikes me as odd, really, is even though Afghanistan is literally at the top of the leaderboard, I'm second, mind you. I'm second on the leaderboard. Afghanistan is first. He's number six on the list, which to me is crazy. I know you all probably think that's wild too. I think I have an idea as to why though, because his while his area of where that he's in is mainly cities. No, that makes no sense. I have no idea why. They didn't even release anything about it as well in the newspapers. Who's Vietnam in a clan with? Let's check Vietnam real quick, because Vietnam is getting hammered right now. I don't think Vietnam is in a team, to be honest. Let's go look. Yeah, he's not in a team, so he's getting hammered right now. How we know? We saw the news article as well. And this is why I keep telling persons who play this game. If you learn how to read, it's not really hard, but if you understand how to read the news, if you know how to read the news, everything else makes sense to you. Because even though you can't see what's going on in other countries, because of course it's going to be blocked out. If they're not in your team, you're not going to be able to see it. You can know what's going on and who's losing what just by looking at this. So Toronto is, hold up, okay. So Toronto is going to fall soon. And how we know Toronto is going to fall soon? Because we have one of our ship there is hitting it, and it has been hit by an insurgency attack. The insurgents has not taken over the city as yet, and the reason being that there's a tank in the city. So actively, resurgence and the tanks are fighting. So the moment they lose, what's gonna happen, chat, is that the city's gonna go black, and the ship may stop shooting, or it just retargets. I think it's gonna retarget because we're already at war um with insurgency. So it you know, may just come back normal. But yeah, so let's see. I could let me check. I think I already started. Oh, mind me as well. If I'm doing something and I just skip to something else, remind me in the chat if I was talking about something and I just like stop halfway through. Hey, y'all want me to finish? Because my mind sometimes don't stay on one thing too long. So we got another tank um being done right now. I think we can only make one of this. Why is it telling us? Okay, yeah, we can only make one, so that's fine. We got a tank that's been done. This is the city that we build our tanks out of. I am going to put a a ship here just to protect it. Because if we lose this, we're not gonna be able to produce any more tanks, which is I don't know why I put it at the Well, I know why. We don't have much inner cities. All of our cities are on the coastlines. So, you know, it's either or either. And I thought it makes more sense to put it beside a city that we're producing our ships from. So anything we could just push here. And we had protection at the home or on site, but we had to deploy them because we realized that we didn't want Milan to come back active and then it's a whole shit show. We didn't want that. Okay, cool. So as before, as remember I told you, as we get closer, we're gonna be able to see what's going on in the city. So
Moving to target.
I'm not sure if you guys can see. There's a green green thing around the troop
Moving
or
to
around the
target.
unit. That's the radar. So this guy comes with a radar automatically. It just can't see them until it's like pretty very close, which is okay. So this is why we always pair it with a recon, because recon will tell you exactly what's there by the time it should hit the city. We should be able to see exactly what's in that city, and we can prepare for it. We have our helicopter about to land soon, um, so we're not too worried about it. But before I send the helicopter to fight, I want to see exactly what's there because the helicopters is only good for soft targets, so no tanks, no air defense or anything like that. That would just be a very bad day. That would just be a very bad day. Thanks for the likes, Blue. Thanks for the likes. We're gonna jump in Discord real quick just to see if anybody has said anything while the troops push through and do their thing. By the time we come back, we probably have some things to do. And what is this right here? Hold up, chat. Hold up. What is this? Oh, okay. Okay. So this was the unit here that just moved as we started to hit it. But I'm hoping that it goes into the water, because if it goes into the water, it's going to be done. I'll show you why. There's only two options that he can have. There's only two options that he can have. It's either going to be a main battle tank, which is pretty OP. I should have done that one. I don't know why I didn't. This is 45 HP. The ones I have is um, the ones I have is 28. I don't know why I didn't do the other one, but that's something that the generals and I had talked about, and we decided to just continue because it would be a waste of resources if we just stopped it halfway through. But back to the point. If we catch it in the water, it's gonna reduce it by 15. So if he puts it in the water, the HP is gonna drop by 15 because the tank is defenseless in the water, 100%. So it seems to be moving. So we'll just monitor this, and if it goes into the water, it's gonna be a quicker hit. Plus, we have a national guard that is gonna go to the capital, try to take the capital. So it will technically give us like an easy push. Um, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, this still at 23. We just took this city today, so or an hour ago on Twitch when we were streaming on Twitch. So nothing too exciting going on that side. So I'm gonna jump over to Discord just to see if they have talked about anything else. Oh, they have. Okay. Oh, they still releasing cat pictures. It's wild. Oh, somebody got warned. Okay, cool. I mean, this dude is day 20. That's wild, bro. Okay. Nothing too crazy there. Destroy and miss his own call towards kill stats. If that's true, that's kind of weird. I mean, it does because A guns are leveled up through. It's unfair. Okay. Okay, I get what he's saying. Not really, just a gruesome few days. Keep expanding. And this is one of the things that people don't really talk about. It's a grind, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really play it so often sometimes. It's a grind to get things like all the way built up, and then your team just abandons you halfway through. And that's why I play by myself until I'm gonna build out an entire team itself. So that is something that we're gonna actually fix at some point. Uh, this dude says gold. That's wild. He's basically just asking, what is the quickest way to protect your basically your morale, so ensure your city don't get destroyed quickly. Anyone win a game, Alliance, we don't go back there because we already know what's gonna be there. Earlier in the stream, I had showcased the new beta they have out, or the new view for it. We switched it due to the fact that it was kind of like it wasn't moving too smooth. You're gonna see a black screen, guys. 1 second. My bad, my bad. We're back in business. All right, cool. Yeah, so we switched it because it wasn't too smooth, and we'll also review our game stats to see where we at as well. All right, so I guess these two guys will arrive at the same time. Just gonna arrive. This is 9 hours. Don't pay this any attention. It is off by a few. Yeah. And then we got going on here. So this is a plan that I have. And our viewers on Twitch put it together so it doesn't make sense. You guys can roast them. I'll definitely let them know on our next stream. Given the fact that the war is progressing as it is, who is this? Okay, so this is something we gotta pay attention to. So we got a guy right here. I'll pull the stream a bit more. We got a guy right here, so that's something we gotta look at. Um, yeah, we gotta look at that to see what's the big deal and try to take that out. But this is what we decided on Twitch to do. We're going to build our army or naval force up. We're gonna do that. They really need to do something about those noises. It's super loud. My apologies if it's loud for you guys as well. But where is the research? We're gonna get a frigate. And this is just mainly for just to protect the ships from like helicopters and um well, not torpedoes really, but anything surface wise. It's just to protect the skies. Because while the destroyers can protect themselves, it doesn't come with proper um, equipments for that. So it would just be a painful death, to be honest. So we're gonna do something about that. We're gonna have to do something about this as well. It has 16. One of the things we gotta quickly do as well, and this was one thing we are talking about, is that the longer they stay in the city or in an area, the more it regenerates. So it heals itself over time. And that's okay, because it benefits both ways. This guy is still moving, so that's good. That is good. Let's see. I could actually, hold on. Let me check. I got 300 supplies so far. So we got one infantry unit here, and then we got one infantry unit here. So those are the two infantry units that we gotta really pay attention to. I'm not so much worried about what's going on in this city because the team we got going there
Moving to target.
is relatively equipped for that. So that should be an relatively easy fight for them. And we really need the buffer zone, so we need to get these two cities out as quickly as possible, just in case it becomes active on this side, just in case. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm just looking around to see what's going on. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far as well, you can top or drop a follow just the same. What's going on here? Oh, we just conquered here, so that's good. I could, since nothing is actually in this city, but if the drawback that is to it, if we direct it away from the city, we're not gonna be able to get. Okay, let's see. And where you're going? Technically, they're going the same place. So you can see the lines that shows you the path of where they're going. So it's gonna go all the way. Technically, we're gonna bypass this city, obviously, because we don't got the manpower to fight it. So that's something we're gonna bypass. So it does actually then make sense to just send him into here. But thanks for the likes, ambitious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we're gonna, I mean, to make it easier, we're just gonna send this guy here. Let's stop. We're gonna send him here. Okay, and this is one of the things we also saw as well, right? If you look at this, we have it direct. We have it directly set to this point. If we click it, it auto adjusts the route. So to fight that, we'll just do a normal move, right? And we'll move it closer, and then we'll do a waypoint, and that's how you fix that. Most people don't even know that, right? And then you can now also just push it easier around, and then we'll just take the city. So in tomorrow's stream, we should have that city taken, right? Yeah, we should have that city taken. It's about 12 hours, I would like to believe. I'll check the phone to see, because on the phone it shows you the actual time. So technically, we didn't lose anything because this guy up here, the National Guard here, is actually going down this side, and I feel like you should just like have him go here, just push through. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep. So let's do this, chat. Let us redirect the forces. If y'all have any ideas as well, you can drop it in the chat. We're always here to experiment on what the options are available. Or what would you do in this case? So it wants to go through the city. We do not know what's in the city. And as I said earlier, we don't have a drone. We don't have uh we don't have a spare plane either. I mean, we could we have a lot of we have a lot of air power going here. Honestly, we got three bombers on the way. To be honest with you guys, I don't remember if I had shown the other two. The other two is currently over the Atlantic Ocean or the Caribbean Sea, wherever they are, on the way. All right. So this is two units, and we got one going. So we got three bombers, two helicopters. So honestly, I think we can take. Do you think we can take the jet and just put the jet up here? Just use this recon just to see what's going on in the cities. It cannot fight because the health is at 10. I can't afford to lose it. That's the only one I have. So it cannot engage in any battle. It's just strict patrols. That's literally it. That's what I'm gonna do. So fortunately, it's literally in range, so that's good. Another pro tip: do not put it directly over the city, because if you're at war with the country, it will just automatically attack. So it will bypass the order to patrol and just attack right away, which is it is. We have a video coming up. We're gonna review the latest update that they did to the game. Some new features were added, which we're gonna review. We're gonna go over those features as well. Let me just double check that it did not turn back for fuel. Hold on. Okay, cool. So it's on its way to getting. That's not gonna get there until probably 3 hours from now. So tomorrow's stream, I will try not to do a lot in the day. So when we stream throughout the night, we stream live on Twitch first for about like 2 hours, 3 hours. The team is there, or not a team, but the community is there. So you guys can hop over Twitch. Is the same username as what I have here. You can drop a follow there just the same as well to keep up to date with the journey of the Outcast leader. But as I mentioned earlier, as now we can see what's in the thing. So this should be a relatively easy battle. I mean,
Moving to target. Moving to target.
I I'm not gonna stop them. They're gonna have to stand up for themselves at some point. They're gonna have to stand for themselves at some point. So I'm not gonna stop them. What I can do, I can give
Moving
them
to target.
I can give them some nice pills, and these pills are going to fortify the defense by 20%. Ooh, we got a telegram. Let's look at a telegram chat. Let's see what's going on. Well, we'll check the telegram soon. So I'm not really too worried about him. Plus, I'm not using the gunship, so not even gonna say that.
Moving to target.
I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem. We gotta trust them, so we'll let them be. And the game we're playing is Conflict of Nations as well. So for anybody who's curious, it's called Conflict of Nations. Hey, are you active? Yes, a lot. Is he in a chat? Would you like to join? Let's look at Turkey. Should we take Turkey in the alliance? Let's look at Turkey and let's look at Turkey stats. As leader of NATO, we gotta. Oh, that's my stats. So Turkey is already in a team. I did not remember that he's already in a team. Which team is he on? Let's go look, chat. Let's go look. It's not this one. Uh, that's mine. What am I doing? Haha. Oh, it's right here. So it's Turkey and Greece together. Okay. That is. I'm not mad at that. Why I'm not mad at that is that Greece is Greece is done. He doesn't have a if he says no, he doesn't have a choice. If he says no, I'm honestly gonna turn on him. That's so evil to say. Greece has 15 cities, right? In hindsight, like most of the cities are. Greece has 15 cities. Where's Greece? I lost it. Greece has 15 cities. He has 130 victory points. Turkey got 20 cities, 255 points. I got three. This dude better off joining. It does not make any sense that he stays by himself. It really doesn't make any sense he stays by himself. Because who's this up here, by the way? Oh, this is Turkey as well. So Turkey is actually expanding. Is Turkey in war with Austria? If it is, it'll be good for us because that means France, Austria, and Poland will all be busy on Turkey. So technically, I have time to build and push my team further. They're at war with Poland and Sweden. Okay, okay. I don't think it makes sense, but we'll see. This is Belarus. Belarus is just in the middle of everybody. I doubt yeah, no one is online for Belarus. Belarus is inactive. And how you know there's nothing is day 15, 14, and nothing has been built. You come default with an airport that's standard across the board. For most countries, um, the smaller countries don't get an airport, unfortunately. I don't know if the country in real life has an airport. It should have to have an airport. I'm just rambling at this point. But yeah, I wonder if Russia is active. Russia is technically the largest country in the entire map, and this entire thing here is Russia. But don't choose Russia because it's big. That's going to be your problem. Because look at it. If someone from China, which is down here, attacks you, right, and he goes here, how are you going to stop that attack if your nearest city is literally over here? The distance is crazy, and you only get like 3 or 4 cities, which is it just does not make sense. But don't get me wrong, it's strategic. If you know how to use it, it can be very strategic. And you can see this leader, what he's doing is focusing on building his army bases out. So he definitely has a plan just going hard. He can't focus on the air support because, or even naval, because he doesn't even have a port. Well, he has a port, which is right here. Yeah, he's just focusing on getting heavy troops. And that's why what we have decided to do in our council or at our meetings thanks for the likes, check or Chuck. My bad. But what we decided to do is to let me just push here. Y'all can drop a follow as well. But thanks all for watching so far. We're gonna definitely get air defense. Air defense is a must. We have two options in air defense. We can get like a SAM, which is like surface to air missiles, or we can just get an anti-air. Getting the anti-air is cheaper and it's quicker, but the damage it does is not that much. And it's two things. If someone has a gunship, which is what we see they do have based on the news, right? Getting surface to air missile doesn't make any sense because it does not surface to air missile does not detect helicopters, which is gunships, which is what I have. It doesn't detect it. So getting an anti-air, there's no way they survive because it's 4 hits per attack, right? So there's no way they survive. Oh, I was finishing up this. My lord. See? Told y'all to remind me, chat. So for right now, we'll just set the waypoints. We can always come back and change it. So we'll set the waypoints, avoiding the city. Um, we'll set the waypoint avoiding it, mainly because we don't know what's in the city right now. So we don't want to just send the only forward deployed National Guard because the troops over here are doing well. So I do think this is empty, but I cannot. I don't think it actually is. I really think we should just pull our troop away from Canada. At this point, it's already a failed state. It's going to fall to insurgents, and we could really use the ship. It's already burning more, chat. If you remember the last time we checked it, it was at 29 morale or 28. It's at 27, so it's slowly going down, and it's smoking more than normal. I'm not sure you guys can see how much it's smoking on the stream, but it is smoking more than normal. So what we're gonna do, we're going to actually move that destroyer, which is a 22nd destroyer, and we're gonna pull it into Africa. So by tomorrow's stream, guys, we'll be able to put that to use in Africa. That is that is the main thing, because I could actually hold up. Let us actually do this. I'm the leader for a reason. Let's have Argentina does it. He has a lot of ships free. Send a ship to Toronto. And hit the city. Please. So we'll send that to him. He will see it. So in the meantime, let's and again, I don't know why the ships are so loud. It's great ambience noise, but they do get loud sometimes. So if you're in earphones, my bad. Okay, so we're gonna put him. We're going to. The goal was to take over Libya, right? I don't want to fight going up from the Congo. Going up, I'd rather fight going down because the threat from Spain, France, and Italy is real. So I don't want them to start invading and pushing me back. I'd rather be the one pushing them back. So if we can take the ports, even if we don't take the city, at least capture the port, guys, and that will deter the attack. So we're gonna send this one here. Let's just take this port. All right, we got Telegram. We got Telegram. We're gonna check our Telegram and see what's going on. And one thing as well, as relates to Telegram, to messages, I call it Telegram. It just seems more old school. Um, we can buy or we can deploy spies across the country and across the world. It's $10,000 per spy. I'm broke right now. Oh, we're getting a lot of messages. Let me go see what's going on. We got 4 messages so far. Let's see. All right, so Turkey says, "Mate, I honestly appreciate the offer, but my friend agrees with me. If you could take him, but you don't have space, so also, could you help us with wars as strategically I am far away?" Okay, I mean that's fair. Greece is a loser, is a failed state anyway, so we'll keep him close. So let's ask him, who are you currently? Now let's say, okay, got you. I understand. I understand. Is I can't spell, Lord. And is that S? Okay, I understand. I can help. Who are you currently at war with? Do you have? If he has, I gotta have Yarmali in here. I'm not the brightest. um, can he share intelligence? He doesn't have it. It's not a trade. So if you share intelligence, chat, what that does is that it reveals the nation's troops to you, so you can see everything that is being done. Okay, so he doesn't have premium, or I don't have premium either. I cancel it. I gotta reactivate it because I got torn to pieces in on Twitch. Why don't you have it? Thanks to the likes, my friend. Thank you. So we did conquer this land
Moving to
here,
target.
so that's good. So we're moving closer to the main battle. I'm pretty excited to see the damage. Quite honestly, I may use the gunship at least once, to be honest, just to soften the target, because 30 HP is a lot. It may seem like compared to like
Moving to target.
115, it's a lot. And one things this game teaches you, chat, it teaches you how to plan ahead. Because if I lose,
Moving to target.
let's say, I'm not gonna lose my jet, my my tank. I know that for sure. But I'll lose definitely at least 2 infantry units, right? So it would take me at least 2 days, real time, to replenish this unit. So I can't just sit back. I know I was gonna do it, but thinking about it, it's a bad idea to just sit back and just let it ride without any care in the world. So, all right, Turkey is responding. Let's see what he's saying. Yeah, I haven't started it yet, but Austria is building up on my border, sir. I want to take him on. I see you have 4 members, I guess all inactive? Yes, all members are active. Lord. Um, my main, I mean tactically, I want to take on your competitor. I mean tactically, I want to take on your competitor alliance, shock and awe. Okay. Do you have ships? Do you have ships? All right, let's go look at Turkey and see what we can recommend. Even though we can't see his troops and the movements of his troops, we can look at where he's at and try to make a plan. I think he says Austria is building on his on his border. So let's go double check. Yeah, Austria is building on his border. It has to be anywhere here. It has to be on this side. But the thing with it, Austria is just deep within. So having a ship wouldn't even make sense, to be honest. I shouldn't have asked that. I should have checked first. What I should have asked if he has a drone or what am I looking for? Diplomacy. Do you have a drone? Because you're gonna have to be able to see fully and the tanks. I don't want to back and forth too much. I'm gonna ask all the questions right now so I can decide or have a good idea of where he's at. But honestly, bro, like Greece is out of the picture. There's nothing he can do for Greece. I don't know why it's his friend, but at some point, man, at some point, you just gotta leave them for themselves. To be honest, you really gotta leave them for himself. To be honest, because what he's gonna do, he doesn't even have a capital, bro. It is what it is. He should be able to he should have just joined us. Honestly, chat. Honestly, he should have just joined us. A bit salty, yes, but what do you say? I have jets and sending up troops. Okay, okay. Are your troops stacked down? Are your troops stacked? So my plan for him is going to be to take this city from Serbia, or he doesn't want to start a direct conflict right away. That's his only choice, unless he's gonna want to fight. I don't want to think you want to fight Spain. The goal is to capture the capital. Once you get someone's capital, the entire country falls apart slowly, and that is something that most people don't realize. They leave the capital and they go other places. But if you take the capital, the cities will fall quicker. Plus, he has a lot of insurgencies going on, bro. Like, what are you doing? I'm just looking around. Um, okay. Israel had applied to join. when I moved on and decided to do something else, it's gonna reply. Your timing is impeccable, my friend. Yeah, okay. So, so what I'm asking him is, at which side are they stacking from his border from? Because then ask me what's my plan. Sir, hold on. I can't see your troops. So whatever I tell you, I don't want you to come back and be like, oh, lonely said XYZ. That's why lonely don't know how to play. You should just join. So what would y'all do? We can try to rush the capital, but there's nothing at the capital. That much. That's valuable. Valuable. So chat. Honestly, bro, I would. Is this all Austria? It is all Austria. I would take this city. I'll take this city. Yeah, so take this city first. Yeah, so that's the plan. So the plan is to take this city first, because main reason why it has an airport. Remember I had said earlier, moving troops is um the one of the most time consuming part of this game. And not like physically for you, it just takes a lot of time to move troops. Ridiculous amount of time. It's worth it, but it's crazy. So what we can do is have him take this um, city and then use that to push more troops in on planes. And then he can literally just overwhelm them in a sense. Alright, let's tell him that. Hold on, my friend. They are at side, so I'm fishing out Serbia. They're at Navi. Navi. Okay. Okay, I see. So they're right here. Okay. Alright, I see. But I can't spell. Okay. Take. I had to come off and do that because I didn't know how to spell that. Thanks for sharing the likes, Chuck. I appreciate it, my friend. Um, so we'll say take the first city, Krakow. They wanted me to, I doubt their urgency. Brother, I would tell you to join it, my friend, but your fault. Ensure the airport, ensure the airport is still intact. Intact. I said working there. Then move in on where, oh, I can't spell, where he has his, stack of troops. Push him there. Have a National Guard. Take the other lands. Use your stack to. I like the typewriter sound. That's why I play on this a lot. other stack to hit mainly cities. I think he understands exactly that all with the all the red lines. It's what it is. We'll see if he understands it. If not, we'll have to explain it. Okay, 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 okay. All right, cool. So we have our helicopter here is refueling. The first mission would be literally to take either let's take this out. Honestly, I don't even know if it's here or here. So that's gonna take some recon, but we'll see. We'll see. Give me one moment. We'll check on it. All right, so let's see where we're at now. Did he reply? I don't think so. He didn't reply chat. No, he did not. Oh, he did. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, no, he did not. Okay, cool. So, what is the current? All right, so these dudes ain't gonna reach for now. Yeah, probably tomorrow, which is fine. Oh, let's do some forward thinking. So after this guy leaves Peru, I'm going to actually send him to. I'm gonna send him to Africa, do a waypoint, and I'm gonna send him right here. Just random. Let's not do random because I'm gonna come back and then complain on Twitch. So let's go right here. That is to just at least start the move this direction because I don't want to when he actually gets there and I'm not online, he just sits. I don't want that. So doing that, it sets it up in advance. So if I should be offline for 5, 6, 7, 10 hours, whatever, the troop would still have something to do. They're not just randomly sitting down. Like this dude up here did not report back to headquarters that he already completed his route. So we're gonna just push this guy in. We really need an artillery. I it's not even a joke because we could already be hitting these cities with the artillery. Uh, to get an artillery, my friends, it's not cheap. I refuse to buy gold. That means I won't do it, but I refuse to do it. All right, so we got 400. We can do one infant. We don't want We can do one. I had a brain freeze. I forgot what I was gonna say. We can do one National Guard with this money. but we probably won't. We need to start saving a lot of money. This guy's going, okay, cool. To lessons, I still don't understand what he's trying to accomplish. Okay, so he's actually going into water. We'll check back on that in 3 minutes so you guys can see how it looks in the water and how quickly it is taken out. So what we can actually do, we can send him here and send him here. That just lets more time because have him move from here to here is going to take a lot of time. Um, that's 23. We're not going to move him. So we'll come back in about 2 minutes, chat. We're gonna go ahead and just check out Discord right quick again. See what has been going on. And this person bought so much gold, man. What the hell? This game is getting super laggy, worse than like, yeah, and that's why I said that's why I switched from that client. Uh, we need to refactor transfer bolt. It doesn't break in new games and testing, yeah. Oh, this is one of the mods. Yeah, so this is one of the mods for the game. Developers, I should say, for the game. And this is what I love about this community. They really they'll drop tips, they'll drop updates as to what's going on. They'll definitely keep you updated as to every little details on the game. So as they start to code and build it, they'll do it. Well, somebody just responded, but we'll see. What are they talking about? Hold on. Let's go look. We can go look in our game chat to see if we're seeing the same thing that they're saying. So let's actually go find out what they're saying. I was just scrolling through. I wasn't really reading that much. So I just knew that there was an elite transport ship. Doesn't elite transport? Yeah, I know about that. That's fine. There's a specific one for amphibious units. That's a normal AVC, right? Yes. All right, let's go check. So this is what they're talking about. This dude can wait. Um, amphibious ships. So this is what he's talking about right here. But I don't see what they're talking about. Because it clearly states it's def mod. What are you saying? I'm so confused. Is there a high chance of hot fix to other issues? This is not happening in new games, so maybe we keep it because it only happens to old games, or maybe we not and just fix it. Nothing concrete yet. Okay, I see. So it doesn't. It's not gonna be my game then. We're gonna save team. Do we retire? Okay, cool. I ain't gonna build a life story other than that. Let's see what Turkey's saying. Okay, so this is how it looks in the water chat. And look at it. It was literally two things. So now I could actually we're gonna take this the capital with ease, so that's good. So you see, it's already at 16. So at first it was at 20, like 23, 24. It's already at 16. So technically it's already done. What is this guy saying? Thanks. I will wait until I finish observing the move. Yes. Okay. Okay. Keep me updated. Can we get a follow chat? At least one follow on the stream. What is this one right here? Alright, so we could, in theory, what I'm looking to do or looking for to justify spending the 400, the resources we have. What do you guys think? Should we keep it since it's so hard to get, or should we build more industries, or should we build more industries with it right now so we have more later? A or B? I'm not gonna do that one right there. Let's Alright, so we're gonna do an industry arms. That seems to be the better option. But when we'll do the raw materials, because that is most important right now. Nothing else matters than that, because if we can't have a good study supply, we can't research anything. This gives me 50. I can't afford 50. Yep, these 750 for that. So let's wait. We don't have a city that we have taken over that we could build that in. That's what he says. Okay, cool, thanks. Alright, awesome, dude. Let me go promote my TikTok. Go follow my TikTok at Lonely. Ooh, whoa, that gaming. G A N. I am live now. That was so bad. So hopefully he comes in like it and follow. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. All right, cool. So back to what we're saying. So I think we've justified the spending of it. It's just what and where we'll spend. So it's almost time for this fight right here, chat. So we're gonna do. We got 17 minutes on it. We're gonna one hit, just one hit. We're not gonna force it. Thanks for the shares, my friend. Thanks for the shares. Really, really appreciate it, my friend Chuck.
Moving to target.
Drop a follow if you're not following us yet.
Moving to target.
Alright, so technically we're good in a sense because we have the bomber coming in. So what I'll do, I'll put the bomber. Let me not, because the range is so much, it may just hit it the target and go all the way back to homeland in Brazil, which just be devastating. I would be devastated, bro. All right, so let's see what's going on. All right, let me check this. Oh, this is what a mercenary looks like. I just realized I have one. So this is what a mercenary looks like on the ground, right? So that's what it looks like. Their HP is 15, which is, I mean, it's not bad. They're mainly there to like fight. They can't conquer the land, so even if they should kill everything that's there or destroy everything that's there, for a better word, it will just stay and just keep fighting, even when there's nothing there. So you're not gonna be like getting any points other than the damage and the eliminations. So that sucks. But yeah, so far that is good. Let's check on this dude right here. Okay, I was just looking at the plan that I had to see if it makes sense, because I'm moving away majority of my troops via the water. I don't think there's gonna be an issue, but if they get caught slacking, it's over. It's over, I tell you. What is this? Okay, okay, okay. Here's a transport plane. I thought it was something else. All right. So this is already moving away, which technically is giving them a break because it's now at 26. The morale level at Toronto is at 26, so it's going down. It was at 27 before, so that is good. Yeah, so we shouldn't have no issues there. So that city should fall soon naturally, and that's what we're hoping for, at least at headquarters. How's Greenland War going? That's pretty good. Worst case scenario, if the bomber is needed at the top, the bomber can also fly because I mentioned the range on it is quite impressive. Oh, the mod is active tonight. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can find a four times game chat. And this, I'll try to stream this one more often for TikTok because on the four world ones, it goes a lot faster and it's a lot more entertaining for TikTok views, if that makes sense. Because while on Twitch, we have an entire series going on. We're currently at day 14 on Twitch for it. Like I'm streaming TikTok, most people aren't gonna be aware of like where we're at. So that's something I'll look into and get in. I'm gonna get a security console to open that. Okay. Okay. Nice. 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 I'm just waiting to see how far this dude is. Shouldn't be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem, chat. Give me a second, chat. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm getting some bottle of water. I've been talking for hours now. Okay, nice. I'm back. Yeah, I think I should start working on the new alliance um within our Discord chat right now, or I should do that off stream. Or do you guys want to see how we set up a new alliance? Hold on. Just looking for. They had a creative program. I'm looking for it so we can find it, but it's gonna be so far away, so far up, I should say. It's gonna be there. Let us check the actual game. I think it's gonna be on the actual game. Oh, if you guys want to join the Discord, come in the community. There's a link to Discord right here. Just click join and it will bring you to Discord chat. And if you guys are new, you can always ping me. I will guide you guys through the game. No problem at all. One second. There was a time when they were under attack so bad. Hackers brought the website down multiple times. We couldn't play no games for like 2 days. It was bad. Updates. This is what I'm looking for. Create a code program. This is what I'm looking for. I gotta fix that up. Let me click it and just bookmark it. I already have it bookmarked. That's crazy. So these are the new officers they have. I don't use them. I don't even know what they're for. That's a lie. I do know. I just don't see a point in them right now. So I haven't gotten any. Cause to me, if they're gonna add those things to it, like this is what they're adding. These officers here. The immediate out the door hit markers or hit points is not a lot. So to me, I'm like, it doesn't make sense or worth the time. I could do the drone operator, but that's something that I'll probably do later. Okay. Okay, so we're not we're making good progress. Uh, I'm gonna end the stream in about 15 minutes time. That gives us time to at least see for you guys to see the first half of the battle. Right here. You get to see at least the first initial hits to see what we're working with. Um, what else you guys can be able to see? Probably you get to see the bombers in action. If not, I'll drop a video on that on the channel so you guys can see it. If you guys missed that, when we're not streaming. And I'm just very confused. As to those people, I don't know where they're going. This city, I'm very optimistic. I really didn't think I should have moved because I don't want it to fall to insurgents. So that's something that I'm kind of like on edge about. But we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But in the meanwhile, we can technically just put this right here because we know that there's somebody there. But at least it starts the process, you know? It starts the journey. So we're not going to complete it because we don't want it to die. Let me check exactly how long before the battle there starts. I'm going to log on the phone and I'll be able to get like an accurate reading as to the time. 1 second, child. Let me log on the phone and see. Okay, cool. So the battle started. It started on the phone because I clicked it. It just refreshed.
Moving to target.
So let me refresh the servers. Hold on. Okay, cool. So just refresh the servers. Just pull the latest data. Um, so we'll just stay on this for now. We're not gonna go back to Discord for tonight. So
Combat initiated.
our initial start with that. We've lost 10 HP, right? 10 HP and initial hit. And we have the gunships going. So the gunships would actually work in this case. Yeah. We're just gonna do one hit. And then we saw someone, was it here or here? I don't remember, but we're gonna put this one here first. In hindsight, I would probably so just set those waypoints.
Combat initiated.
Yeah, we just set those waypoints so when we're offline, they'll keep moving. And we got one free slot, but we don't got nothing. So what I'll do, chat, I'm not gonna use any more resources for tonight. I'll try tomorrow not to use any other resources as well. So by next stream later tonight, we'll be able to see what we got going on. But I'm just checking down here one last time. Where are you? Alright, chat. So that's about it from us for tonight, or from me for tonight. I'm gonna log off right now or end the stream. As mentioned, we'll be streaming tomorrow or earlier in the day on Twitch. You can follow the Twitch. The link should be in the bio. If not, it's the same Lonely Wolf _ gaming on Twitch.
Combat initiated.
And the same thing on YouTube as well. If you guys do play the game, shoot me a DM with your username so I can add you to the alliance. That'll be pretty cool. And we can play together with the guys over on Twitch and just have a good time. But everything so far is good. I'm gonna fortify the defense because I don't want to lose any more bodies.
Combat initiated.
Last we'll go to loadouts, and then we'll just use that, and then it's active right now. So that's pretty good. And I just used technically all my stuff. I got one left, right? One, yeah. So sad. But it should be good though.
Combat initiated.
Defense has been boosted, so that's good. We're not gonna worry too much about it. But yeah, chat. So that's everything from me. We're gonna end the stream right here. We'll be streaming again later in the afternoon, as I mentioned, or later tonight. You guys can join. Drop a follow if you're new, or if it's the first you're seeing this game. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.